everybody. And to everybody who responded to my video, I apologize. I don't have a confirmed diagnosis for you today. So, with this patient, um, I saw him. We did the ENT consult. So he ended up canceling his appointment with ENT um, that was supposed to see what was going on with him. Um, so he canceled that, and that ended up pushing that follow up with ENT, to a way later date. So it was like I think 2 weeks ago he was finally seen by them, and they did a workup on him, and they got some ideas, but they still don't know really what's what's going on. Um, but like I said, they're thinking of something there. But anyway, to answer your questions as best I can, um, first off, this was something when we saw him, like from all the results that we were getting during testing from the audio and the VNG and his case history, his complaints. My preceptors and I, we were thinking because he had this stapedectomy, that one of the prostheses got dislodged. And I think a couple of you, Christina, I know you said that, you mentioned that, and Bethany, I think you said something about ossicular discontinuity and fistula. Basically, the symptoms you would probably get from a dislodged prosthesis. So that's what we were thinking. That's what we were thinking. We saw the fingers pointing to that. So we referred to ENT or put in the ENT consult, kind of expecting them to give us that information back, just because it just made sense with all the results they were getting. The super compliant eardrums too. That was another thing that stood out to us. So anyway, sent him on his way, and so I was basically just waiting for this ENT follow up for a while. So finally he has it, and I read the note, and looks like they did a CT scan, and everything with the prosthesis is good. It's in place. It's not dislodged or anything. So that's not the issue. But they did mention something about they're thinking about Meniere's, because those symptoms are also, what he has are called also kind of Meniere's symptoms. And Christina, you mentioned that as well. So good guess. That's what they're considering. So as of now, since it's so late in the process, like I said, I'm not able to get a confirmed diagnosis for you guys. But as of now, they're looking at Meniere's as a diagnosis, and they're trying diuretics. So they're putting him on diuretics, and so it's kind of a wait and see. If he gets better, then they know, okay, this is probably Meniere's. That's probably what it is. If not, then they're gonna go a different route. But Cheyenne, you asked if his conductive loss was something that was long-standing. So this was another thing. He was a new patient when we were testing him. He was new to our clinic, and he also just hadn't had a hearing test in a really long time. I don't know if it was since his surgery, but it was just a long time. So he had none of these records. So we really don't know what his hearing loss looked like before this. So good question about the conductive component, but I'm sorry, I cannot confidently answer it. But you also mentioned something about eighth nerve lesion, which is something that we were looking into, and also ENT is still considering too. They said, if this isn't Meniere's, then we probably have to look down that pathway. So for that, they are planning to have him reevaluated in a year with hearing test and CT scan. But yeah, that's what I got for you now. So yeah, no dislodged prosthesis. CT scan came back normal. So they're thinking Meniere's, which makes sense based off his case history and results. It still adds up with that. So yeah, we'll see if he improves with these diuretics, and if so, then Meniere's. If not, something else, a mystery. Anyway, hope that helps. Take care.